join me to have some Corona-filled snow crabs. You know, I'm here looking like a chef because, you know, I'm in the kitchen and that's where chefs be. We finna do a seafood boiling. Y'all probably knew that because that's the title of this video. As you can see, I got all these wonderful things here and we about to get this started. So it's not about me today or my face or my skills, or at least not my makeup skills. It's about these hands and what these hands can do. Tune in, keep watching, and let's get it on and popping. So I'm gonna start by showing you things that I got. This is raw shrimp. Super colossal, 13 to 15. Fat draws. Also got the extra large shrimp. These are cooked shrimp, but these. And then we got another raw shrimp in just colossal this time. So we got 3 bags of shrimp, some lobster tails, some snow crabs, corn, and then a bag of seafood which has shrimp, crab, and mussels in it. So yeah, we're gonna do great things with these hands today. And you know, Corona is in town, and they said Corona is in snow crabs. But you know, they ain't finna stop me from eating some snow crabs. So y'all can get gone with all that. Come join me to have some Corona-filled snow crabs. Some cayenne pepper, garlic powder. If you have actual garlic, you can use it. But you know, this is cheap, and you know, I live in a college apartment, and you already know some paprika, some onions, onion powder. You already know I gotta do things on a budget. These was cheaper. And then we got some obey, some black pepper, an onion, 2 lemons, and these were 70 cents. Some butter. I got 1 pack, and then this one has like 3 3/4. And I don't really know if I need oil, but we just gonna keep it here for now. This is the pot I will be using because this is the only big pot I have while I'm on campus. This is very like college struggle. That's what it's giving me, college struggle. But we gonna deal with it anyway because you know that's just what we do. So this is my setup right now, and we about to get everything on and popping. So stay tuned. First things first, guys. Make sure you wash your hands, especially with this whole like Corona thing. Make sure your hands is clean. I mean, I'm not bothered by it because you know I'm immune. You know, I got God on my side, but you know. That doesn't mean I should be dirty. Plus, I'm about to cook, so you know, I should be washing my hands anyway. So just make sure you wash your hands, guys. So this is my little bowl. At the end, all the stuff is gonna go in here in this big bowl. But for now, I'm just gonna use it. I'm just gonna use this bowl to defrost the shrimp because they're a little cold. But bam. So for this pot right here, I'm gonna open up this bag of mussels, crabs, and shrimps, and we're gonna put it in here. It says it come already seasoned, but you know, I don't trust that. So I'm gonna season it again. It looks like it only comes with about 2 crabs, but it got a lot of shrimps and mussels in it. What we're gonna do for this is we're gonna put like a cup of water, this cup. So we're just gonna fill this cup up, pour it in here. I'm not gonna pour the rest of this in there. Chop up some onions and a lemon. Throw it in there too. So I cut up all my onions, and I'm taking all these shrimps and add them with those shrimps so that I can cook the crabs in this pot. Because like I said, this is how you do stuff when you only got one pot. The struggle. Look at all this shrimp, yo. And I'm gonna wash them. We always wash the shrimps. Next, I'm gonna open up this crabs, this other snow crabs, and we're gonna add it with these snow crabs because that big bag really only has shrimp in it. Here's the mussels and the crabs that came with it. So it had like 2 crabs. Like what? And that's why I always buy another box. And if you can hear that fan blowing, that's the heat. I tried to turn it off, but obviously I don't know how to because it's still on. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. All the crabs are in here. I'm just gonna pour the rest of this water in here. I'm gonna put these onions in here to give it some flavor, some juice, some sizzle. And then I'm gonna season it because nobody want no dry behind crab. So we put some Luvs. I do not measure my seasoning. If you want to do that, you can. But I don't. I do not. This obey don't have a lot of obey in it, so I'm just shake that over there. And then I'm open another one. Shake some more obey on it. Put some cayenne on it. I like my stuff to have a little spice. You feel me? A little spice. Just a little bit of cayenne. I don't need a lot of it. And then some garlic. And some onion seasoning. Since we actually put onion in it, we don't really need a lot of this. And then, always when you're cooking seafood, it's good to add a lemon to kill some of that freshness. So I'm just gonna squeeze it and then drop that in there. Squeeze, squeeze, drop that in there. 2 is good enough. Throw some black pepper on it. All the seasoning in the pot. It has water in the bottom to help steam this whole thing. But that's how it's looking with all the seasoning. I'm gonna cover it up. And I'm gonna put the stove on. So for our sauce, I'm going to be using these sticks of butter plus another one out of this pack. So for our spicy sauce, I'm gonna put all these butters inside. Once you have your butter in your pot, you want to chop up some onions, and I'm just going to throw in this pepper because it's been sitting in my refrigerator for a long time. I normally don't put in pepper, but it's not really going to make a difference. I cut up a piece of lemon to add to it, and now I'm just chopping up my peppers. Now you want to put your butter on the stove and put it on a low temperature. You don't want it to overcook or to dry out or evaporate. So you want to put it on a really low temperature. You just want the butter to really melt and maybe sizzle a little bit. Added in the 4th butter, and now I'm just stirring it until it melts. I'm chopping up the big pieces and trying to get everything to melt. And once it melts, then you can add your onions and your pepper to it. And now we just let it cook. Allow it to sizzle for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can go in and add all your seasonings. Okay, now you want to put some obi, and you can put as much obi as you want. I put in a lot because you want that seafood flavor, of course. That's the whole point. And then cayenne to make it spicy. And I'm African, so we like pepper, so I put a lot of that too. None of this is measured, so don't quote me on it. And then I put some paprika just to help form that color. Stir that in. Put some onion seasoning. Just a little, because we already put onions in there. Black pepper. I love black pepper. I don't know about y'all, but black pepper make everything taste better to me. And some garlic. If you have real garlic, that would be nice. Because I don't really measure my seasonings, it just requires a lot of seasoning and then tasting. So definitely taste it. I say just taste it as you go. That's good. And make sure that it's to your liking, because what I like might not be what you like. And then we're gonna take our lemon, squeeze it in there. That's some good stuff. This is done. So I had to switch the bowl that the shrimp was in, and I'm using chicken soup. I don't know what y'all call this in like American language, but Africans or Liberians, I should say, call them chicken soup. And it comes in, actually I can read the pack. It's Spanish for something. Anyway, it comes in this little pack right here. And yeah, I just break it up. Put it on this so that it's well seasoned. We're gonna put some obey on these joints, lots of obey. I love me some obey. Some Lorries. Black pepper, of course. So I went in with the same seasons that I used to season everything else. Went in a little bit of garlic and a little bit of onion powder, and I'm just using my hands to really get the season throughout all the shrimps. Using your hands to season any type of meat is really the best. I just feel like it gets throughout the entire food. And now I'm just using a piece of lemon. I'm just squeezing the entire lemon onto it to kill some of that freshness on the shrimp, because you don't want it to taste like the sea. Yes, it's seafood, but you don't want it to taste like under the sea, you know. So I used a little bit of paprika, and now I'm just showing y'all the final seasoned meat before I put it into the pot. The crabs are now done. It was steaming for about 20 to 30 minutes. It was steaming for a while. And I'm pretty sure you don't need to steam it for that long, but I just like steaming it longer so that the sauces and the juice can really get into the shrimp. So it's really on what's your preference and if you're willing to wait that long. Now I'm just transferring all of the shrimp into that bowl as well as the mussels. And the crabs. That one was so good. Y'all can't even lie, that looked good. I'm using this same water since it's already like seasoned. I'm gonna add my corn and potatoes. I'm just gonna put 4 because we got a lot of stuff here. So I think 4 is enough. Wash your potatoes, wash everything. Everything that I've used today was washed. So I'm about to wash these. Now I have about 7 potatoes here. I'm just gonna chop them up. They've been washed and throw them into the pot. I like to cut up my potatoes. It just makes things easier. Plus these potatoes are big. So the water in here is already seasoned because this is where the crab is coming from. So I'm just pouring it all over the potatoes and stuff. And I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of the Larry's. So put some Larry's and of course some Obe. It's already seasoned like I said, but I just want to make sure that it has that seafood flavor. And then I'm just gonna cover it up and let it cook. Finally, we get to do the lobster tails. So this is how it look. We got 2 lobster tails. I have my own butter. But I'm gonna use their butter. Put that in there. And we're gonna stick this in the microwave until it melts. I'm just gonna put it on 30 seconds. That should be enough time to make this melt. It's not that much butter. Cut straight down the back of this. Hopefully I don't cut the actual meat. These are not the proper scissors, but like I said, this is college struggle seafood. And then you just gotta break it open. If you'll let me take the meat out. So once you get the meat out, you kind of like close it and then you just place it on top like so. And I'm doing the same to the other one. Taking the melted butter, I'm going to pour it onto the lobster and massage it in for both of the lobsters. So you want to make sure you're getting it under the lobster and just really massaging the butter in, just like if you were lotioning your body or something. Then we're just going to season it with Obe. So sprinkle some Obe on that. And I'm just going to use my finger and massage that on. Go in with some black pepper. Some garlic. You just want to use a little bit. You don't use a lot of this. And that was onion powder that I just sprinkled on top like that. Rub it inside. You want to make sure it's nice and seasoned. And like I said, college struggle. I don't have a pan to put it in the oven, so I'm going to stick this onto my frying pan, which is safe to put in the oven because I've done it before. This is not my first time doing all this. And I just place them, and I'm gonna stick them in the oven after I preheat the oven. So this is how they look in before I put them in the oven, and then I'm gonna show you them when they get out. Corn and potatoes is currently still boiling. There it goes, still boiling. Over there. So we're gonna check the potatoes and the corn. The potatoes are done, which means the corn is done. Now this would be so much faster if you have multiple pots. Like you probably would have been done by now. You know your potatoes are done when they're soft. Now everybody likes their potatoes a different way, so whatever soft is to you or done is to you, that's what it is. I'm gonna throw this in here. And cover it until everything cooks. I'm actually gonna pour some of this butter, seasoned butter, on it. So I took the lobsters out and they look so good, guys. Let me show you these ones. Look at that. Those look so scrumptious. Well seasoned. Lobster's complete. Now we're just waiting on the shrimps and then we can feast. Well, I think they are done. I already tried them and they smack it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you, these hands do things. They do a lot of things. I took all the potatoes and stuff out of here so I can add all the shrimp together. They are right there. I'm gonna take out the rest of the shrimp and add it to here. Mussels down there, crabs, corn, some more shrimp, and potatoes. And then we got a lobster and our spicy butter. This looks delicious. Girl, holla at your girl. So that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this seafood boil slash, you know, college struggle. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful for you guys who never made a seafood boil or just want to learn how to do one. This is how I do mine. Everyone does theirs differently. But yeah, I'm about to go tear this joint up because I'm hungry. I ain't eat all day. So yeah, remember to be beautiful and love yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next video.